Hello everyone, hope we're all having a fantastic day. So updates on the last leaderboard. Let's quickly check. So right now we have a new champion from Armenia, and you remember that guy that was first on the first day and that was third on the second day. Now he's currently in second position. You understand? And these are the balances. So we have that the first place is at 1,618 and 9 cents, and the second place is at 1,296 and 39 cents. So the third place is at $890 and 34 cents. So it's getting real, guys. But for right now, I'm not even close to this, but I know that very soon we'll get to the top 10, but we still have some time, so we can still catch up with the markets. And like I said the other time, this race is a race you have to run with patience. So that's just the way it is. Our last balance from yesterday was $85.71. So this is the highlight of today's trading session. So I didn't screenshot all the trades because there were a lot of trades actually, and it was a little bit of back and forth, but eventually, you understand, we came out profitable. So let me quickly run. I don't want this video to be too long, so let me just quickly run through the highlights. So we have this this is a trade actually, this red candle. We have this supply area here, we have this ABC to the downside, and price was pushing into this ABC. Now I was expecting this pattern, that this morning star pattern, to have a retracement, but it did not. So the market just kept pushing. So eventually we had this gap up, but I was not going to take the trade on the gap up, so I had to wait for price to enter inside the supply area. I took it right in the middle here, and the price just came down. We had a red candle. That was how we won this trade. You can see I was going with very small amounts. That was kind of in the midnight though. I was going with very small amounts because I didn't want to over leverage. I wish I over leveraged though, because that trading session was good, but I didn't take plenty trades like that. So the next trade, okay, we also have a downtrend. I guess that's the reason why I entered, because we have a downtrend and the price was just coming back to retest this supply area. So I took the trade right here and it came down, so the next trade here right now, okay, is it the same? Okay, it's not the same, but it's the same charts actually. So I think after some time, price came into this upper area. Price came into this, so I had marked this supply area also here in this place. So that's what the market is. Now what happened here was that I marked this big supply area, but price did not really reject. Like you can see, the price just passed through. This is that red zone we took the trade. This was you can see that this was the red zone we took the trade here. So you can see the price just from the red zone, like this green candle just broke the red zone, and this is a supply area. Immediately a supply area is broken, it becomes a demand. So price came down and treated it as a demand, and the buyers pushed the price right in here. So because of this push, I couldn't take this trade because we had a gap up. You can see this gap up. I wanted to take this trade, but I was hesitant. So I saw that the price was going up. So while price was going up, I went down to the lower time frames to go and check if there's another demand, because this place looks, when the price came down and came back up, it looks like a decision point they've made already to push the price up. And the fact that the price was going up, I knew that the price would come back to retest one of these levels. So I was able to mark this new demand area. It was a fresh demand area. So when price came, we had this and the price pulled back and gave us this red candle and gave us this gap down. So immediately we had this gap down. I was like, would it come down? It came down. I entered right here. I wasn't able to wait for it to go down because I didn't know it would go up. I was thinking to go up very fast, so I entered almost immediately down here, and the price just came up. That was how we won this trade. It's supply becomes demand. So that's why I had to write SBDS so that I can remember to. And the price, after this area, you understand, from here we're having an uptrend already. So I guess it already started an uptrend here. So you can see, so the price came up, came down, retested this one, and now it started going up again. So that was how we were able to make $98.02 here. So okay, I think this this is the bigger picture. I had to take a bigger picture of the but you can see it's the same right here. This is a trade, you understand, but this is the close-up area. So I had to take like 2 screenshots so that I can show the whole market how it was going. They already started an uptrend right from here. So so to the next one, let's move very fast. So so we have another SBD here. This was the supply area, you understand, but price just broke through it without really like referencing this supply, and it broke very strongly. So we hit another supply up here, and the price came down to retest this previous supply area. But when price crosses a supply area, it becomes a demand. So you can see, so immediately price entered this area, I had to take it. So supply becomes demand. We took the trade and just went up, like close right up here. Now somebody will say this is a very risky trade, and I would agree. It is actually risky because after this trade, I wasn't expecting this strong push to the downside, you understand. So but we're having this minor uptrend. That was the reason why I had to take the trade anyways. So we got to $102.58. I think that's why I decided to like just stop. I'm not sure, let me check. Okay, yes, so you can see now. So we decided to just stop the session right here in the midnight. And so the session this morning, we had this this, you can see over here, we're having this demand area down here, and we have this big demand. I already marked it when price pushed up to the upside, so I was thinking price may come down anytime to come and retest this demand, but I missed this because of this gap up. I didn't take this trade. You can see the price closed on the demand, but because we had the gap up, I was thinking, gap ups are in the favor of the seller. So I was thinking the demand area would get broken, but for some reason it just kept pushing to the upside. So they came back to retest that demand area, and that was when the price, we had another gap up. So I didn't take this trade again. So it pushed to the upside. So while that was happening, I was thinking, if we're having this lower highs, that might be an indication that the sellers are beginning to gain momentum in the market, because you can see we have this is a lower low. So I was thinking, so I went into the lower time frame to check if we have any supply area, if the price comes back to retest, and that was what happened. So you can see this one did not touch the supply area I marked, but this one did. So that's why I had to take this trade. Now another reason why I took this trade, we had a gap up, so I was already expecting a red candle, you understand, and the price came into this supply area. So I took it right down here and right up here, and the price came up a little bit and came down. That was how we won the trade. But you can see the price at that time, I didn't want to, I was just testing the market. You can see I didn't want to risk too much, so I kind of tested the market, but really it was a very good trade. I wish that I'd taken the full amount on it. So we had another one. So that one kind of gave me the confidence to like enter the market with a bigger amount. So I decided to like change this amount here to 2.5 since we already made extra money. You understand? So, but I lost that one, and eventually I was able to find another trade that was very good. This particular trade was very good. Now we have this big trend line. You understand? Let me show you the whole trend. This is the whole trade. We have first touch high, second touch we have high, then came down on this trend line. Now I didn't take this first one. You can see. Let me show you the big picture. I didn't take this touch because I was expecting maybe price to come back and give us another entry down on the trend line, but that one did not happen. So immediately this one opened and came down. I took the trade right on this trend line. You understand? And the price just went up and it closed here. So that was how we won the trade, basically. So, and because we've taken a loss, they were at 102 and $102.27. So I kept going with small amounts, but it wasn't happening well because you can see I was taking some losses over here. So we eventually took this trade. So I decided to enter with $10, and now we have first touch. Everybody probably already knows this. First touch high, second touch high. Now this trade is not a great trade right now. You understand? Because I probably could have easily lost this trade, but the reason why I entered was because of this gap down, this green candle. You understand? We closed right here and we had a gap down on the level. So when I saw that gap down, I just had to enter immediately. You know, I'm not worried about the consequences. But also, not just because of this though, we have a demand down here. You can see I had to mark the demand area. There's a demand area down here, but I did not mark it. You understand? But so it's not just because it's a third touch breakout, and this is actually a late entry for third touch. But that's why I said it's not a great trade. But if you combine all the reasons, it's actually a very good trade. Because here we have gap down, we have a third touch, closing exactly on the level, and we have a gap down jumping exactly on the level, and we have higher highs. You understand? And down here we have another supply area and another demand area down here. So that was where I took another trade. So let me just go there quickly. Okay, this was the trade I took. This was the trade I took. So you can see where I took this trade. This candle came down again. You understand? And you can see this candle was let me show you quickly. This candle was a Maraboso candle. So immediately I saw the Maraboso candle, I knew I was going to enter. You can see I entered 2 trades. I was not going to care. And because I knew we have this demand area down here. Remember the demand area? There was one up here. There's another one down here. So this price is closing, and the market was closing with a Maraboso candle on a with a Maraboso candle in a demand area. It's a no-brainer to just take this. I wish I had actually gone crazy on this trade, but I was being very careful because I don't want to over leverage. You understand? That's how people lose money, including me actually. So anyways, so we won this trade, but basically it was the same. So we have this Maraboso candle. It's also an exhaustion candle because there was on this area. I think I probably took another. Yes, okay, fine. This is the trade actually. I later came back to annotate the chart so that I can explain it better. So after this trade closed, you can see now I marked the demand area. This is the lower. This is a high demand area, and it's also an ABC. You can see. So now you can see this Maraboso candle. We have an engulf. Maraboso candle closing. You can see it was right on a round number with 2 zeros. that was the reason why I had to take a double trade. You can see. I wish I had taken more trades also, because this kind of trade is a no-brainer. It always goes, unless maybe there's something fundamentally wrong with the market, or there's a very crazy manipulation. Because we have demand area, we have Marabuzo candle closing on a round number. You understand? It's a no-brainer, and it's also an ABC break. You can see. So we are breaking this ABC to the downside with the Marabuzo candle. There's no reason why we shouldn't have this green candle. You understand? So it was really an amazing trade. I was very happy to take this trade actually. So we ended up at $107.60. I think I paused for a minute after then, but I didn't take the screenshots for the. So eventually I found another trade that got us up to $143.03. You can see the distance between this. You can see this 12 o'clock, 12:19 or 12:18, and look at this. This 3:17. So it took me a while, to like come back into the market, and I found this amazing trade. It was an amazing trade. Let me see. Okay, I didn't take the big picture, but basically we have this ABC up here, and the price is breaking this ABC. We have a gap up. Now the price is also crossing the supply area, because I marked the supply area. You can see we have two ABC breaks. This an ABC. The price broke the ABC. This also an ABC at the top here, and it broke the two ABCs. We have a gap up. Certainly the sellers will come in. You understand? And the trend was actually a downtrend. So that was the reason why I felt okay, I'm taking this trade, because we have the trend is in our favor. Two ABC breaks, crossing the demand, crossing the supply area. You understand? And we have the pattern is also a pattern that needs retracement, an engulf. So this trade was an amazing trade, I would say. Actually, it's a no-brainer. So eventually I changed my risk amount to $10.87. I would have risked more, but at the moment I'm trying to be very cautious and not over leverage in the market. You understand? The reason why I made it $10.87 is because I'm trying to make my profit exactly $10. So I take a trade, we win it, $10 in the balance. So that's that about this trade. This trade was very, very good. It was very, very good. So the next one, the next highlight. So we took some trades. I think I took like 2 trades or maybe 1 trade, and I had a loss. But later I later found this trade. You can see this is I'm showing you the time so that you can see that sometimes you don't see a very good setup until later. So most of the time it doesn't always happen within like few minutes. It takes a long time to find a very good setup, guys. So don't take random trades. So here we have this first touch high, second touch high, and now I was hesitant to take this trade actually because of this momentum. I was really hesitant, but when I saw this price coming down, this market coming down, it seemed to me like an exhaustion candle. You understand? I didn't have time to check this week on week to see if we have a demand, but later I was able to find a demand quickly, because when I saw the price coming down, I entered into this place to check if we have a demand, and lo and behold, I found the demand here. So immediately price broke this demand and gave us a gap down. I knew it was a no-brainer. I didn't really wait for margin of safety. I took the trade immediately. I wish I had taken more trades right now, although, but as it is right now, the trend was up. We have this uptrend, and we have the demand area being broken, and we have gap down, and we have third breakout. So all these reasons were the reason why I was able to take this trade, and it was amazing. This trade was very, very amazing. So that brings us to, okay, that was it the end? I think we eventually got to $149. I think I didn't take the screenshot of the last trade. Anyways, let me see if I can find it. It's 757. Let's enter the chart. Let's go and find it. It's USD EGP. Let's go and find it. The markings will probably still be there. So let's go find it. Currently right now, this is the balance. Okay, we still have the charts. Let's enable the, I don't know why they don't enable the markings immediately, but let's find the exact time. So this is what time was it? 7:57. Okay, so 7:57. Let's just look for it quickly. 7:57. Oh, it will be something like 1957. So okay. Okay, this is a trade. Okay, this was a trade. This was a trade. This one, this particular one. Okay, let me just check one more time to be sure. Okay, it's 1957, so this was 1957. This was a trade. This particular one. So you can see over here we have this so you can see here we have this there's a doji here. Let me just quickly show you. This is a doji. I think this was here. So we have this doji, and you can see this doji was creating this red green pattern over here. So we have this green, red, green, you understand, and eventually I entered right here, you understand. We took the trade and the price just came down. Now I would have gone again with this one, but at that time my target was for this period was like to just get to 150, and for me 150 and 149.95, they are already the same. So anytime you feel like leaving the market, just leave. And I was feeling like leaving the market at that point, so there was no need for me to stress it, basically. So that was the reason why I just left the market like that. So currently we're pushing, the target is to get to 200. That's the next in our strategy. The next target is to get to 200 in our strategy. So we are still on the objective. When we get to 200, our next target is going to be 350. You understand? We need to be very careful at that point. But right now, so we keep moving. I know eventually we'll get there. Though it may seem as if everybody has gone past. But the thing there is, once we get to 1,000, it's very, very easy to actually scale up from 1,000. It doesn't take, and one will not need to take too many trades actually to be able to scale up from 1,000. So we'll keep going, and we will not fret. We'll just keep going. Now concerning this leaderboard, I'm looking at this amount, 1,618. This guy probably must have taken a lot of risks to get to this amount, and it's very dangerous. I'm really hoping that he probably is still in the market before the end of by the time they release today's leaderboard, because taking this kind of risk is very risky. You understand? But let's see how it goes. Anyways, okay, I think my time is up right now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll hit you up in the next one. Thank you so much.